What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee and this is the Optimistic Network. Today we're frying some fish, so let's go ahead and fry fish. So the first thing I do is clean and season my fish, and I think we all know to do this, and I'm using some headless fish because that's what I could have gotten in Walmart. I'm using extra virgin olive oil, and I'm using this pot. It's not so big because the fish are not so big. Just use a pot that the fish can fit across the bottom of the pot. You don't want a small pot and then you're putting in a big fish. So this was appropriate for the fish that I was frying. I added some garlic to the oil because I usually add garlic to everything, but you'll see me take them out when they burn. And yeah, this is my seasoned fish, and don't mind the yellow color. I mistakenly put some curry on them and I didn't want to wash them off to waste my curry. You'll know that they have some little cut. I put those cut on them just so the season could marinate in it because I didn't season them long enough. I have my stove on high, and I usually let the oil get pretty hot. You notice the garlic are burnt, so I usually let it get pretty hot, and then I add the fish to it. You don't want to add the fish to cold oil because you're gonna mash them when you try to turn them. And I put a cover on the pot just because it was splashing too much, and not so much because I'm afraid to get burned, but because I don't want a mess on the stove. Because you know, when you're frying fish or anything at all and it's splash, your stove get pretty messy, oily, greasy. Thing I must say for safety precaution, please when you take that cover off, do it briskly without dripping the water from the pot cover in it, because that will cause it to like fly up more on you. And I did add another fish to the oil because there was space. To get nice crispy whole fish without it being crushed up, please do not turn those fish before they're fried. Don't turn them if they're not fried. And I cannot tell you how long to leave your fish on each side because it depends on how high you have your fire, and it also depends on the size fish. And these were small fish, so I had them about 4 minutes on each side and my fire was on high, like kicking. As you can see, that's frying. That's how I cook. You see me just taking out the burnt garlic and I just throw them away. I don't do anything special with them. So yeah, you can just watch me fry and turn. The most important thing, frying hot oil, and make sure you're careful of those splashes. If you cover your pot, you don't have to cover the pot. It's not necessary in cooking the fish. It's just necessary for me because I don't want my stove to get messy. And another thing that's extremely important, do not turn those fish before they're fried properly on one side. Usually when you're frying fish, you don't need to turn them but 2 times, especially if you have a lot of oil like me. If you're deep frying them, you probably don't need to turn them at all. If you're frying in this amount of oil, you just need to turn them twice. You probably need to turn them more time if you're frying in less oil. But I turn them 2 times, and maybe you will see me 3 times because I kind of sit the belly part in the oil so the belly can be nice and crispy, because I wanted my fish nice and crispy, and that's how I got them. You'll notice that I took out the smaller one first, even though it was the last one that I put in, but it has less flesh. It's less fleshier, so it fried easier, so it was done. And you notice an example of what I was saying about the fish getting stuck. They touched and they kind of got stuck. So if you don't have to put them to touch, don't let them touch. But if they touch, make sure they're fried properly before you try turning them. So yes, guys, enjoyed. I just put some pickle over this. This pickle I made myself. It's pepper in a bottle. I got the hottest pepper in the world, Carolina Reaper, and it mixed with vinegar, and it's been I've had it for a while, and I just added some pickle to it, some cucumbers and all that to it, and I just serve it up over it. This was very hot. I would not feed this to anybody. I just eat this myself. But yeah, it's kind of like a escovitch fish, but I did my little thing different. I would put them on some paper towel to get the oil soaked up, but because I was gonna add the vinegar sauce to it, I did not do that. So I'm just adding the cucumbers and everything and throwing some of the vinegar sauce in the fish. Oh my god, it was so good, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and get active in the comment and turn your notification bell on, guys. I love you. Have a beautiful weekend. Mwah, mwah, mwah.